Brian here, Fix It. Today we're going to be working on a car. It's a 99 Volvo S70, and we're going to be changing the ignition coils, the oil cap, and the O-rings that go below the ignition coils. We've already changed the spark plugs on this car, but we want to do the ignition coils and get all that taken care of today. Alright, we're about to pop that hood and get under there, and we'll get to work. First thing we want to do is pop the hood, and on this car, the Volvo, is this red handle right here. When you pull it, you want to hold it for a few seconds because these things are notorious for not unlatching on the first pull. So just want to hold it for a few seconds, maybe give it a couple of tugs. Next little trick I'll show you on these Volvos is you got this little pin right here. You pull that down, lower the hood a little bit, and we'll pull those down. You want to do that on each side. And when you pull those down, now this hood will go all the way up. Gives us plenty of room to work. Alright guys, what you see here that I'm not doing is I'm going to unhook the battery. We're going to unhook the negative side just so we don't have any kind of power surge or electrocute ourselves or anything. And then right here we're going to remove the cover. There's 8 screws there, and that's a T30 bit. That's a Torx 30. And you're just going to take out all 8 screws, remove the cover, and that'll expose the ignition coils. We are taking the bolts out of these ignition coils. Already did the one to test fit before we changed them all, make sure they're going to work. So we just got 4 more to go. This is a 5-cylinder engine. And like I said, we already changed the spark plugs a couple of weeks back. Alright, we do have a bag here for our trash, so I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. These don't go in a specific order, but they do go in a certain direction. As long as you're pointing in a direction where you line up where your nut will screw down and your plug will plug in, you'll be good to go. And make sure you push it down good over that spark plug. You'll feel it kind of snap in there and seal. Just like that. We got all 4 of those in now. Again, it is 5, but we went ahead and put one all the way in so we could check the fit to make sure it fit good. And we'll go through and start all these bolts in here. And we're in the home stretch, so as you can see, this is not a project that takes too long. That, just like that. Got them all in place now, and we're ready to put the cover back on. You don't want to try to slip this on all in one piece. It's going to be a little bit easier that way. Put this in here. I'm going to kind of slide this under that breather hose there. Get it back on around all the hoses. And again, this end has the 2 metal clips. Get the clip in there. Now everything's back in place. We'll run all these screws back in there. Also, one more important piece of information, guys. If you do unhook that battery when you're working on your car, make sure if your car has like a radio code like my Volvo does, you need to make sure you know what that code is, because when you take that battery cable off of there, when you hook it back up, you're gonna need to know your radio code or your radio ain't gonna work. So just a little tip there. All right, bye-bye. And hopefully I got you in the right direction if you're trying to change the ignition coils on your spark plugs. So only other thing I did there, I think that you didn't see, was putting the oil cap on, but that's pretty self-explanatory. You just take the old one off, put the new one on. The new one has all the seals and everything it needs. So all right, again, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave the comments down below. If you got anything you're working on that you want to see a video for, let me know. Hopefully it's something I'm working on in the next day, 2 week, month, whatever. We'll get you a video up. I have a headache and it's about 150 degrees, so This will probably be a fun one. Would be better if I didn't drop the phone. And just to show y'all I'm not a liar, look at there. Can you see that? It says it's 104 degrees. I told you it was hot. It's real hot. All right, bye-bye.